I'm Diane Vallere, and I write humorous mysteries, and I'm counting from my first book up to my 40th, which comes out on February 27th. Now, if you've been watching these videos, if you've watched all of them, or if you've watched a couple of them, I want you to know that Tuesday marks 1 week out from that book 40 releasing. So I'm going to announce something in Tuesday's video. I'll talk a little bit more about it at the end of this one, but just stay tuned for that. Now, today's book is number 32, and it is Teacher's Threat. This is book number 8 in the Madison Night mystery series, and in it, Madison is going back to school. So I mentioned in book 7's video that she was being sued and her business was in trouble. So here she is about trying to get a loan from the banks to get her business going again. The problem is Madison has no actual credentials for having this business, aside from the fact that she trained under someone in Philadelphia before she moved to Texas, way before the series started, and she has studied the sets of Doris Day movies to really hone her eye on mid-century modern decorating. None of this matters to a loan officer at the bank, so she gets rejected for loan after loan after loan. She's driving, she's frustrated after 5 loan rejections. She happens to pass this college, and she just thinks, is that what it's going to take? Do I need to go back to school and get a business degree? Is that what it'll take? The banks will trust me then? So she goes in to inquire about their continuing education program, and there's a list of alumni, and one of the alumni is Officer Nasty, Donna Nast. And Madison at that point is just like, you've got to be kidding me. This woman beats me at everything, and she's half my age, and I can't handle that. So Madison at that point is like, game on, we're going back to school. So that is why it's Teacher's Threat. Now in the book, the mystery has to do with Madison's business teacher gets murdered. So from there, obviously there's an investigation, and that brings on the Lakewood Police Department, which is where her police captain boyfriend works. And he obviously is involved here, but I also get to introduce 2 new characters for the series. They are the 2 Sues. They're homicide detectives Ling Sue and Sue Niedermeyer. They're partners, and they have such a high rate of confession amongst suspects that they have inspired a meme around the police precinct that is, "You've been sued." So they walk on in this particular book. I also introduce Virginia. She is a very savvy businesswoman in Dallas. She runs a business that you might not expect to have a savvy business owner running, and that is Jumbo's, the strip joint that the cops hang out at. So Virginia is in this particular book, and we get to see an interesting, sometimes the fun thing about these books is when people aren't what they seem. Always in a mystery, that's the most fun. But that is Virginia that you get in this particular book. And I think that is all I'm going to tell you about Teacher's Threat. Now, this is one of the Doris Day movies that I had not seen before I decided to write this book. I got the idea for the title, and once the title comes along, then I have to start figuring out what that could be about. And I thought, how am I going to get a teacher in? It just fell into place from there. So I watched the movie about 5 times, I think. Every time I got a little bit of stuck. This is my trial run, so I can say a little bit of. Every time I got a little stuck, I rewatched the movie, and something would be shake loose. It wasn't always from the movie, but just getting my mind off of the actual manuscript and story. And this is what kind of happens a lot of times. Stepping away from the manuscript, but still in the world of the manuscript, it would just kind of spark something like, oh, I could do something with that. Or, oh, I just got an idea of a place that I can put these characters. So that was this particular one. Sometimes it's really fun when I haven't seen the Doris Day movie ahead of time, because the fact that I'm seeing it with fresh eyes, I'm picking up on things with my mind geared toward writing a mystery instead of just seeing a movie geared toward enjoying the movie. So there's definitely a benefit to that too. But so this one, I really wasn't sure what to expect. I thought it was absolutely charming. I really loved the movie, and I really enjoyed those rewatchings whenever I decided to sit down and rewatch it. Okay, so back to that book number 40. It is called Ranch Dressing, and there is a pre-order giveaway that I will award on release day on February 27th, and you can find out all the details on my website. But starting on Tuesday, or first off, I want you to start thinking about which books from my catalog are your favorites. Because on Tuesday, I'm going to announce a little extra special countdown for that final week before my new book comes out. So thank you very much for watching. That's your little teaser to keep tuning in, and I will talk to you tomorrow.